everyone. Welcome to my show, Autumn is Here. I'm your host, Francine Crawford, and today we have some special guests. We have Barabara and Margarita, and they are from IGC Pharma, and they have a clinical trial that they're doing called Calma, and they want to tell us about that. So please welcome them to our show. Welcome, Barabara. Welcome, Margarita. How are you today?
Thank you, Francine. Thank you so much for having us. We are very excited to be here.
I'm so glad you took the time out to spend some time and talk to us about this. This is interesting. I had never heard of it before, but you are located in different areas. Tell me where you're located, different areas that you're located at.
Thank you, Francine, for the invite. We are a company that's running a clinical trial, Calma clinical trial, and this trial is multi-center. Mm-hmm. So we have different sites in the United States, also in Canada, and also in Colombia. And the team behind everything is also a very diverse team where you'll find us working in United States, headquarters in Maryland, in Colombia, in India. So, that's it.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the background of like your company and how did this start? How did this Calma start?
Definitely, and I can develop more on that. So, Margarita Venegas, I'm a clinical and health psychologist with a master's degree in the field, and so Calma clinical trial, it's actually inspired on calming agitation. And it's a play of words because calm in Spanish calma in Spanish means calm. So basically this actually started the University of South Florida. And from the beginning, we were interested in Alzheimer's. With the development and the research, we started a phase 1 with the FDA, and we wanted to explore the safety. The results were positive, particularly for the neuropsychiatric symptoms in our Alzheimer's patients. And that led us to this phase 2.
Okay. So now the phase 1, you dealt with people with Alzheimer's, and you're dealing specifically, is that the specific symptom that you're dealing with, the behavior symptom of agitation, how they can get agitated easily and confused and stuff like that? So that's what you're dealing with? Yeah?
Correct.
Okay. So how long have you been doing this? How long has this trial been going on?
So it's been going for a while. I'm mainly focused on agitation, right? But finding the right participants and the participants that are with their care partners that are willing to be also part of this trial, it's not an easy task because we are looking for this specific, let's say, partnership, the participant and the care partner. And so it's taking a while, but we are almost over and we are very optimistic of the results.
Okay. Do you have a target market or a target person? How many people that you want for this trial? Are you working on that? Like, do you have a certain amount that you are looking for?
We do indeed. I would like also to introduce myself because we have not, but I'm a clinical neuropsychologist and the recruitment coordinator here at the Calma clinical trial. And the target number will be 164, considering the statistical rigor we have for this phase 2. And to let you know a little bit more about the target population as well, the participants usually are 60 years or older. And to qualify for the study, well, they will need to have the confirmed diagnosis of Alzheimer's, also exhibit the agitation symptoms, and they should have a caregiver who will be taking care of them daily, at least 3 hours per day. And those will be the main eligibility criteria for them to be able to enroll into the trial.
Okay, so they have to have a caregiver that takes care of them at least 3 hours per day, you're saying?
Yeah.
So when they do that, the caregiver also is part of the trial. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, well, something important to mention is that this trial is crucial not only for our main goal that will be alleviating the agitation symptoms for the patients, but also because we also focused on the caregiver journey, which also you more than everyone know how challenging it is and how much time and how much love it requires. So it is important that both of them are in the journey of the Calma clinical trial. And we also rely on the caregiver to, for example, keep track of the evolution of the symptoms, or in this case, in the contrary, the decreasing of the agitation symptoms. And it's also very important for us to know that we focus a lot on the caregiver burden. So we provide everything they might need so they feel supported, meaning that this trial will be covering all the expenses. We have a very good team of professionals that's supporting them, monitoring all the activities. The trial will last 6 weeks, and we cover as much as we can to provide comfort. Also, we offer a compensation for their time and effort.
Okay, so can you just give me a little bit of what that looks like? Like, if you're part of this, if you qualify for this, what does that look like? You know, day one, day two, or is it like, you know, do you take placebos? Do you just watch them? Do you know what does it look like?
Yeah. So Calma is a clinical trial. It's multi-site, is a phase 2 and FDA register. And it basically consists of a 6-week participation when we are inviting uh, people living with Alzheimer's and their care partners to be part of. They will get to the sites. We do have, as Barbara was mentioning, we have research centers all through the US, in Canada, and also in Colombia, Latin America. So we invite them to participate, and once they get to the clinic, they get assigned to the investigational product. They, of course, will read the ICF and all of the procedures that are part of a clinical trial. And they will need to come to 3 visits. It's a very short and straightforward trial.
Okay, but when they're in the trial, like, is it part of it is, are you just watching behavior? Are they filling out forms? Are they like, what exactly are they required to do? Or do they have to stay somewhere for a period of time? Do they have to stay together for a period of time at a location? Like, what exactly will they have to do?
That's an excellent question, Francine. And let me tell you, this is quite simple in terms of what they have to do. They will just get the medication, the investigational product. This is an oral solution, and they will have to take it twice a day, after breakfast and after the meal, right? And what we are expecting from the care partners to help us is to monitor or register the different agitated manifestations. And that will be the main point. They will come to the clinic, they will inform the different scales, the neuropsychiatric scales that are the ones that are helping us to assess the behaviors, and basically that's it.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if they take something, but that's okay. So that's part of it. So while you're watching them and doing this, let me ask you, why did you select, because there's so many different behaviors when you have Alzheimer's. There's different things that people do, forgetfulness, different things. Agitation is absolutely one of them. So was it selected for agitation? Like, tell us a little bit about that, about the effect of having someone who has Alzheimer's and they get agitated all the time. Like, why did you select that? How important is that to find out how we can help that?
Definitely. I can start and maybe Barbara can complement that information. As you know, Francine, Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease and it progresses from mild to moderate to more severe stages, right? And during that progression, we see significant changes in behavior, in mood, even in personality of the patients. Agitation, in particular, includes a broad spectrum of challenging manifestations. Usually, when we think of agitation or when we mention agitation, people will think on aggression, but not necessarily. Actually, what we have seen is that most of the time, the most frequent behaviors are not necessarily aggressive, but are very disruptive in terms that they require a lot of time of the care partners by redirecting the patient. Behaviors such as pacing, wandering, restlessness, trying to go to a different place, hoarding things, hiding things, playing with food, all of these that are socially inappropriate, that are not necessarily aggressive, but they do require time and they do require care. And actually, agitation is often associated with higher rates of admission to assisted living facilities, to long-term hospitalizations, and even to increase use of medications. So that's definitely a need that it's important to address, and that's what we are looking into.
Okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and to add a little bit more of it, when the disease evolves, during the moderate and severe states, a lot of neuropsychiatric symptoms appear, and agitation is one of the most common. So addressing the symptoms is important because when we reduce these symptoms, we are also improving the patient well-being and also their caregiver well-being. And I would like to add that from the recruitment part for the clinical trial, we also have a team of, we help out the sites with the recruitment on the patients, and we have a specific team of navigators that's reaching out to the people that express interest in the trial. And they are the ones that are speaking directly with the caregivers. And when they come to the agitation pre-screening part, they have identified that most of the caregivers normalize some symptoms as the ones Margarita mentioned. And for example, symptoms as constantly trying to get to a different place and being resistive to receive help from others and being repetitive, complaining. But usually people think that that's part of the disease and that they have to embrace it because that's something that just happens. And although, of course, the disease has a lot of changes in mood and in behavior, this could be addressed. You can treat them and you can alleviate them. So that's also one of the most important things, to get caregivers to know that these can be treated and that is not something that's a must that should happen in the disease, during the disease, but is something that you can treat and then spend some more quality time with your loved one instead of suffering both of them, like the caregiver and the patient.
Right. I get it now. We normalize some of the behavior. And like you said, we just kind of accept it. This is part of it, and we just accept it. And sometimes if we just ignore it, it gets worse. And it's stressful for the caregiver also. So I understand that.
It happens a lot, and actually, we're not aware. My grandmother, she had Alzheimer's, and when it was around 6 p.m., she will start to look for her suitcase and she will start to say, no, I need to go to look to my husband. I need to go back to where I live. But she was living with us, right? And my dad will say she's having a bad day or she's acting out, because people don't know that this is part of the disease and that this can happen. And we actually have done a lot of work regarding awareness, regarding information, how to train the care partners, how to train the clinics, because the more we understand what to expect, the better we can prepare, the better we can connect with resources and seek the support needed.
That's what what this is about. Autumn is here to get people more aware of stuff so they can get prepared and have more information to be able to handle different things like that when they're taking care of their older adults. So how safe is the trial? Did anything? I know you said it's FDA approved. So how safe is the trial?
So that's an excellent question, and thank you for bringing that up. Safety is our top priority. The medication we are using has already undergone phase 1 safety testing, ensuring it is safe for clinical use. Now our team continues to monitor participants closely throughout the trial, and we are addressing any side effects or concerns immediately. Until now, we can say that nothing serious have been part of the trial. So we are very optimistic.
Yeah, I like to add something is that just a technicality is not FDA approved, is FDA registered just until we complete all the phases for the clinical trial. Then the medicine, the investigational product will be approved, hopefully, of course, and then that's when the approval comes. But for now, FDA registered.
So you haven't seen any negative effects on people who you have used for the study?
No. Fortunately or happily, no serious effects have been found.
Okay. So what do you want for the future? What is your end goal for this?
Well, for the future and also some insights that we would like to share and pursue, it will be highlighting the importance of addressing these symptoms with also companionship and education to all the caregivers, because there are professional caregivers, but usually the ones that are taking care of the patients with Alzheimer's and different patients will be their family members, wives, spouses, daughters, and the family, right? And of course, a lot of education must come into the conversation, right? So when we address the symptoms with educational content, that will be one of the things that we want also to keep pursuing for the future, and is to have a biggest network of knowledge that we can share and that we can provide for caregivers, care partners. And also, besides that, the hope for future treatments. I think this will be that we can finish this trial and continue to phase 3, so we can keep developing a medicine that's also safe for people and that has shown just beneficial effects.
Okay. So you work with other organizations around Alzheimer's or aging community or something like that? Do you work with anyone else partnering?
We do. And collaboration is essential for us. We work with a variety of organizations dedicated to Alzheimer's research and care, including universities, including clinical research centers, and others in the field. And these partnerships actually help us combine resources, knowledge, and to develop more real-world based solutions. So we are open to partnerships. Yeah.
What we do is that we want to be an active part of the Alzheimer's conversation, and we are also open to the broader community that's working towards a better care and a better treatment for patients and their caregivers.
Okay, so it's open to any ethnic group. You're not looking for a specific ethnic group. It's open to everyone.
Indeed. We want to make our study inclusive and representative of the diverse populations in America. Also, well, as you already know, our trial is conducted in the United States, in Canada, in Colombia, and we welcome individuals from different ethnicities, Latinos, of course, Afro-American, Indian, Caucasian. And we are also proud of foster this diversity within the trial because we are also a diverse team. So that's important to highlight as well.
Oh, awesome. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share that we should know about how do we get in touch with you? How do we find out more, or if anybody wants to participate?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, something that I want to say is that I wanted to highlight, and I think we didn't mention this, that Alzheimer's does not impact all populations equally. It actually impacts African American, Latino, Hispanic community more, and especially women. So when we realized of these disparities, it kind of became personal for us. Um, and I truly believe that most people are doing the best with the tools they have. And with Alzheimer's journey is no different. So there are many dedicated people working to find effective and safe solutions. So what I would like to say is that for those impacted, hang in there, progress is being made, and together we are moving closer to meaningful answers. And of course, I would like to highlight the importance of being part of research and clinical trials. I know it's not easy, but we can be on the path of treatments that might be the cure for the future.
And you can reach out through our website, will be like the main source of information. It will be Calma website, Calm and as in Calm in Agitation, but also Calma in Spanish, Calma Clinical Trial. You will find our website, and also you will find that the clinical trial is on the NIH report of clinical trials. There you can submit directly your information if you want us to reach out. Also, there are some contact numbers. My number is there, Margarita's number is there. So you can reach out directly. And also it's important that you know that as it is multi-center, we have different sites along the East Coast of the United States. So from Buffalo to Florida, and considering that, well, we saw that you are in Brooklyn, we have a site near you. Maybe part of your audience might be in Brooklyn. So we do have a site in the Brooklyn area. So we invite all of those that are interested to look for our website, and then there is a specific map where they can write down their zip code, and there they will be able to see what's the closer site to their home. And also for Virginia, we provide the home visits service, which is a very important also service we can offer. We have that available in Virginia State.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't know you had a place in Brooklyn, so that's great. That's great.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I agree with you, Margarita, that there are so many people who are trying to figure this thing out and trying to help out in their different ways. And if we're not a part of a clinical trial, whatever they find out, how do we know if it works for us or works for our group?
Correct.
Biologically, we're different. So we have to participate in some of these trials so we know when they find a solution, when they find medication or treatment that will affect us also in a positive way. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your research that you're doing. I wish you the best with it, and I'm going to definitely put down your website. And if anybody wants to get in touch with you, they'll reach out to you. And you said that there was actually some compensation or something like that with that also. So okay, so
Right.
they'll find that they'll find all that information on your website, correct?
Yeah. I will also like to take advantage of this moment because today is National Caregivers Day, and I will just like to highlight of it because it's a very important labor all the caregivers are doing. It requires a lot of love, a lot of patience, a lot of time, and we recently also launched a research, which is a book titled Caring for a Loved One with Alzheimer's Disease, First-Hand Experiences. And this book, it's also meaningful because it offers a scientific and compassionate guide to Alzheimer's disease, but also it includes real and very powerful caregiver stories that are also highlighting the emotional and physical burden of caregiving, but in a very touching and meaningful way. And this is also part of the job that we have been doing here in Colombia. It is an open access book. The PDF is in English and in Spanish, and we saw that on your website you also have the resources tab. So we will also like to share this material with you and for your audience because, well, it's something we want to share, knowledge and experiences.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely. We'll definitely put it on the resource tab. But thank you for taking this time out, and hopefully, you can get the full 164 people that you're looking for, and hopefully we'll move forward and you'll find some good results. And we don't realize how much agitation does affect us. And like you explained, Margarita, you explained clearly that it means so many different things. It's not just aggression, it means so many different things. And sometimes you put that out there, people recognize it now and recognize, okay, we need to do something. And like you said, Barbara, there's something that can be done about it. We don't have to just accept it. There's something that we can do about it if we can identify it. So thank you again for being on Autumn Here. I really appreciate it. And I just wish you well. Okay.
No, thank you. And I think, Francine, these initiatives are very powerful because this is what we need: awareness, information. So thank you for inviting us and for having us being part of this powerful initiative.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you
All right.
for the space you offer, and everything is very worth it. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you again. And hopefully people will listen and they'll get the help. The more we put out, the less people will be afraid to, do these things. So we have to talk it up. We have to talk it up and reach out. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
all right, take care.
You too. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.